Hello, and welcome back to another video on Sustainability Consulting with Jack. Today we're going to go through a more detailed overview of how to conduct a CSRD-aligned double materiality assessment. So to kick things off, let's do a little recap on what double materiality means. Double materiality is a way of viewing a company's interaction with different environmental, social, and governance factors through two key perspectives. The first is how will my company impact the world around me? And the second perspective is how will the world around me impact my company? Typically, these two viewpoints are described as impact and financial materiality. Whether or not a sustainability topic or ESRS standard is deemed material under either impact or financial materiality will ultimately allow your business to rule in or out the different ESRS standards as well as their underlying disclosure requirements for non-mandatory elements of CSRD reporting. To begin this process and create our reporting scope, let's break out a typical double materiality assessment process into a few simple steps. Step 1. Understand the business context by reviewing the company's activities, key stakeholders, and other contextual information that could help determine which ESRS standards are material. Typically, a company will already have a good idea of what their material topics are. Ask key company representatives what their key areas of focus are, whilst also comparing them to peers to see if there could be any topics they're not considering. Step 2. Draw up a long list of material topics that could be relevant to the company's operations based on your findings. It's useful to refer to the CSRD's delegated text in the first instance. On pages 27 to 29 under ESRS 1 AR16, the EU have provided a long list of topics for consideration, including both topics, subtopics, and sub-subtopics to consider. As an example, E3, Water and Marine Resources, has been split into 2 subtopics and 5 sub-subtopics. Step 3. Use a combination of interviews, surveys, workshops, and risk and opportunity assessment frameworks to reduce the long list of materials to a shorter list of defined material topics. Consult with key stakeholders, such as investors, NGOs, and regulators where necessary. Ensure that this stage is clearly documented and transparent, as the findings from these activities will ultimately dictate the outcome of your materiality assessment. Often, this step is done in stages to help reduce the number of topics gradually and minimise the overall burden on stakeholders. Step 4. For each of the defined material topics, and where relevant, the subtopics and sub-subtopics, create a clear internal structure for reporting using the ESRS disclosure codes, such as ESRS 2, SBM 3, and ESRS E1-1, to help you identify your reporting requirements. During this stage, there are 2 key documents you should refer to. The first is the CSRD's delegated text, and the second is the draft list of KPIs released by EFRAG, the European Financial Reporting Advisory Group. I'll include links to both in the show description. Step 5. Present the results of your double materiality assessment in a clear format, typically presented in a graph or table. In most cases, people create a delightful looking scatter plot with impact materiality on one axis and financial materiality on the other. This can be done quite easily in Excel or any of the other popular business information tools that companies use. Scoring is often done using variables such as scale, scope, and irremediable character. And that's it, a complete walkthrough on how to complete your own double materiality assessment. It's worth noting that this is just guidance, and while you must be able to defend your process to interested parties, the EU doesn't mandate how you should conduct your double materiality assessment, so find a way that suits your business. If you have any questions on CSRD, feel free to leave them in the comments section below, and like and subscribe for more content and sustainability consulting. Thank you.